Well, hello there. How is everyone? I hope you are all well. You're amazing, beautiful, wonderful people. I had to do this video today. You're looking absolutely amazing, by the way. Just wanted to make sure you knew that. I had to do this video, obviously, for the reason being that it is the pre-hearing, the pre-review, whatever they call it. What is it called? The pre-something. I'm looking for it now. Where the bloody hell's it gone? Where is it? The pre-inquest hearing? Yeah, pre-inquest review. That is what's happening today. Well, it started 40 minutes ago from when I'm actually recording this video. So in the upcoming days, I will, of course, go over what is going on around the Liam Payne case. But I thought in the spirit of that, we will just discuss what is actually going to happen, what has been happening, like with Kate Cassidy, the money situation, which we'll get into in a second. But before we do it, I just need you to check out the sponsor of today's video as we look at online safety and making sure that you guys, like me, remain safe when we are looking at this kind of stuff. If you're anything like me, you find yourself on the internet all of the time, whether it be looking for information on crime or the people around crimes. And sometimes that means that you have to go to sites that you not normally would go to. And let's face it, if you're on the net, you're at risk. And that is why I decided, finally, because you know how I feel about sponsors, to join up with Aura. And I did so in this promotion, this paid promotion, that I am hugely against, by the way, so you know if I'm doing it, you've got to listen. And that is because, again, if we're on the internet, we're not safe. And that's as simple as that, and you need to get safe. And you need to check this out, right? Because this is what we're talking about. We're talking about things like this. This is a report that can be generated on you when your identity is stolen by these identity thieves and marketers all over the internet, because it happens to the tune of over $500 million a year. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about a massive industry where they're getting your information and selling it to the highest bidder. And just check this out. So a personal overview, that's your name, your age, when you was born, your addresses, aliases, contact info, all of your email addresses, phone numbers, address history, your relatives, possible relatives, all of these. This is a redacted report of an actual person, by the way. And then you've got other addresses. Coming all the way down here, it gets even more scary. Possible neighbours, possible associates, jobs, possible education, usernames, which, you know what, usernames, that's your usernames that put you on social media, so they know who you are, what you're doing. Those social media accounts, Facebook, Pinterest, emails, other photos. They've even got photos of you on there. Possible owned properties, possible owned cars. They can get absolutely everything about you. How scary is that? And if you don't want to find yourself victim of this, you can click on the link down below in the pinned comment and in the description and head over to Aura. And once you click on that link, that will take you over to here, which is a loading screen. This will give you the chance to check it out for 14 days completely free of charge, where that will give Aura the time that they need to start removing your information from these companies that have it. They will reach out to them and they will get it off. Yoink, gone, no longer a risk. There you go. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. And they monitor everything all the time. So as your information appears, they're going, yoink, get it, and getting it back off to keep you safe all the time. There is 24/7 monitoring, and there is other things that they do as well. They're constantly working in the background to keep you safe while you're on the line, whether that be VPN use, which is something in an abundance of things that they offer that some other companies, they don't offer. because there are other companies that do these things, but they don't do it quite as well as Aura. And like I say, VPN usage, which is something that is an absolute must for me, because there are simply some sites that I can't access without the use of a VPN. So I want to know that the VPN is absolutely safe. So if you want to keep yourself safe online, and those around you and your loved ones and seemingly your neighbours as well, click on the link again in the pinned comment in the description of this video and head over and get your 14-day free trial of Aura now. Back to the video. So yes, make sure to remain safe when online. But anyway, let's get straight into today, because we're going to look over here first what has been going on around the Liam Payne case. Let's just go over to the dual share, which we've got Liam Payne's inquest review to take place in Beaconsfield. So that is today. So it is the pre-inquest review into the death of singer Liam Payne, which will start, or did start 40 minutes ago. The One Direction star died at the age of 31 on October 16, 2024 after falling from a third-floor hotel balcony in Buenos Aires in Argentina. Prior to his passing, the musician had been living in Chalfont St Giles since 2020 in order to be closer to his son. This is his 3.6, I believe, million pound mansion that is... There's been some, which we're going to have a look at in a second, there's been some issues around that as well, as it was placed on the market to be sold and mysteriously removed. And it seemed that at one stage, Kate Cassidy could have potentially been looking to put a claim, and there was a time frame put on that. But it says, in order to be close to his son's next partner, Girls Aloud singer Cheryl Tweedy, who currently resides in Chalfont St Peter. His funeral took place on November 20th last year at St Mary the Virgin Church in Amersham, which was attended by numerous famous faces. It says those who were present included One Direction bandmates Harry Styles, Niall Horan, Zayn Malik and Louis Tomlinson, ex-footballer Robbie Keane, actor, presenter and comedian James Corden, and fellow Girls Aloud singers Nicola Roberts and Kimberly Walsh, alongside Payne's ex-partner Cheryl. Music and talent manager Simon Cowell, old plastic face, who was responsible for much of the heartache in Liam Payne's life, and also for forming One Direction in 2010, was also in attendance. The pre-inquest review is due to commence today at 10 a.m. At Beaconsfield Coroner's Court. So we will wait and see what happens with respect of the inquest. Will we get answers, or will it just be lip service just to dot the I's and cross the T's and make us believe that this was all just some sort of tragic accident with no one to blame, as we are still waiting in the background at certain people around the case to be questioned fully and things to be looked at? Will it happen? It's not looking promising, but will the inquest force people's hands? It says the battle for Liam Payne's £24 million fortune, which is bizarre considering that seems to have halved, more than halved from what it was. We was talking about, Liam Payne himself was talking about the fact that he was worth 50 million. You could look at his earnings, and 24 million seems very low, but it says battle for Liam Payne's £24 million fortune. His mansion is taken off market as girlfriend Kate Cassidy is left with 2 weeks to make a claim. This has gone back some time. That time has surpassed, but I can't yet find anything that would suggest that she has. But she's doing well, which we're going to touch on in a second. Driving around in £200,000 Lamborghinis. Seemingly not ending well, but says tragic Liam Payne's £3 million mansion has been mysteriously taken off the market as his multi-million pound estate is in the final stages of being carved up. It shouldn't be being carved up so much, should it? Really, the money should have all gone to his son, probably into an account that Cheryl Tweedy managed up until the point that he came of age and was able to take the money. Who knows? But again, my query is over 20 odd million. It seems low. But let's have a look. It says the troubled One Direction star fell to his death from a third floor of Casa Sur Hotel in the Argentine capital of Buenos Aires. I am still intending to go in January. We just wanted the dust to settle and to be a little bit more safe before we went. Ultimately, it's not the safest place to go, and especially if you're going to be pointing the fingers and into certain areas that perhaps people may not want you to be. So it happened a year ago, sending millions of fans into mourning. Now the Daily Mail can reveal new details of the £25 million financial fallout from his death, including how his luxury home in the Chilterns has been removed from sale. And we have learned that his last girlfriend, Kate Cassidy, has just 2 weeks left to submit a legal claim or risk inheriting nothing, which she shouldn't inherit anything from him. She was his girlfriend and she ditched him, and then he died literally hours after she left. Take that as you will, but ultimately, if he was going through difficulties or there was issues there and you want to be in a position where you feel that you should benefit financially after his death, then really you should be proven that you did everything that you could to keep him safe while he was alive, if indeed that needed to be done. But she didn't. She left and he died shortly thereafter. Here we provide update profiles of Cassidy and other key figures involved in Liam Payne's death and its aftermath, including his bodyguard, who's spoken about Liam's death for the first time, and any claim they may have on his fortune. The key asset in that is Liam's £3.2 million home in Buckinghamshire, which he bought to be closer to his 8-year-old son, Bear, has been put up for sale a month before his sudden death. He had bought the 5-bed mansion in November 2021, but instead of settling there, instead moved to Florida with US cocktail bar waitress Cassidy just weeks before he died. As well as 5 bedrooms, the house is prosperous commuter town Chalfont St Giles. Also boasts 6 bathrooms and a swish outdoor courtyard with a saltwater pool and waterfalls, while the nearby clubhouse offers resort-style amenities including a gym, spa and tennis courts. It says here, look, total amount of his estate, 28.6 million. After fees deducted, 24 million. Again, my query is that just seems low to me. Certainly doesn't go hand in hand with what Liam himself or documentations online stipulated that his wealth was before his death, which was around double that amount. And then we've got people who were involved at the time of Liam's death: Kate Cassidy, Rogelio Norez, the greaseball, charged then cleared over Liam's death, independently wealthy. You've got Jeff Payne, which is the father, blamed Roger for not protecting his son, still wants answers. You've got Bled of Atar, bodyguard, was close to Liam but mysteriously fired just days before he died, which is indeed bizarre, bearing in mind that Bled of Atar was someone who had definitely had Liam's best interests at heart. Nicola and Ruth, the sisters, devastated, and they could obviously make a legal claim against his estate as well. I don't know whether they would. And then you've got Cheryl Tweedy, key role as a joint executive of Liam's will and mother of his son, Bear. There was a picture of the property there in question, some shots of it inside. Liam himself, one of the last pictures that we get to see of Liam. There is Liam and Kate Cassidy there. The balcony that Liam supposedly fell from down into that courtyard area there. And we are obviously waiting to see what happens. This is what it has. According to probate documents, Liam left a total of 28.5 million when he fell to his death from a hotel balcony following a drug binge. That's what they're going with here. I just hope that the inquest doesn't follow along those lines so bluntly. I think we need a lot more things to be questioned and answers given. I just fear that we're not going to see them. That's what I fear. We don't need to read any more into that, but I just want, before we sign off, this is Kate Cassidy's latest. So Liam Payne's girlfriend, Kate Cassidy, involved in a car crash as Lamborghini smashed. It says Liam Payne's girlfriend, Kate Cassidy, has shared photographs of her friends smashed. It says friends smashed here. up the top. But let's carry on. New car after being involved in a nasty car crash. The American influencer was dating the One Direction singer at the time of his death. Sharing news on Instagram, she posted a video of getting into a blue Lamborghini with the caption, "How it started." She then cut to footage of the crash aftermath, writing alongside it, "How it ended." The 26-year-old explained that her friend had driven her in her boyfriend's brand new Lamborghini Urus, which is reportedly worth upwards of £200,000. Kate has not revealed whether she has suffered any injuries from the crash. So the car was being driven by her friend, but the car belonged to her boyfriend. So I don't know whether that's her friend's boyfriend or Kate Cassidy's boyfriend, and it's his car. We'll go with the friend had a boyfriend's £200,000 car. Who knows? But she's still driving around in Lamborghinis and hanging out with the rich, the wealthy. Not bad for a cocktail waitress who seemingly ditched Liam Payne and left him to his demise. It says in the posted clip, Kate showed the damage of to her car, which was seen stuck on the side of the road with a large hole in the body above its wheel. She added, "Lesson learned, don't let your girlfriend drive your brand new car." So it's a weird one. Here's some of the pictures here. Look how it ended. That's the picture there. This entire thing is a little bit difficult to comprehend what's actually happening. Well, when you read this, it says Kate showed the damage to her car, which was seen stuck on the side of the road with a large hole in the body above its wheel. She added, "Lesson learned, don't let your girlfriend drive your brand new car." So is she saying that it's her car and that the girl is driving it? Or she's referencing the boy who was the owner of the car and his girlfriend was driving it? I just don't know. Kate showed the damage to her car. Typo, perhaps? Very confusing to read. But what we can ascertain from this absolutely is that she's still doing well. She's doing fine, albeit she's had a little bit of an accident. It says, meanwhile, T. Steezy, whose girlfriend crashed the car, shared more details about the incident in an Instagram post. "My girl crashed my $240,000 Urus today, so it's T. Steezy whose car it belongs to. We got there in the end. Am I mad about it? Absolutely. Am I gonna fret about it? No. I'm just happy everyone is okay. We can buy another one. Whatever." It's all right for some, isn't it? They got hit by a bus. What? I don't think they're at fault. The accident comes after Kate returned to social media following the anniversary of Liam's death. The One Direction star tragically died. A post-mortem examination revealed that the singer had died of multiple traumas, an internal and external hemorrhage after falling from the Casa Sur hotel balcony. On the anniversary of his death, Kate shared a series of photos and an emotional tribute to the star. Gag-worthy. Today marks a full year without you here. I will forever hate goodbyes. I miss you, Liam, she wrote. Liam's sister Ruth also shared a moving tribute, writing, "Everyone only seems interested in the public side of this. Some sadly seems more interested in the fame they can gain off this." I would say that was a dig at Kate Cassidy. But on the human side, people need to remember when they speak, there is a son without his dad, parents without their child, and I am lost without my brother. So still a lot going on in the background. I haven't been following it on here purely because I was waiting for the inquest. And again, I just want the dust to settle down for our trip over there. But I will certainly be following the inquest and letting you guys know what is going on. And hopefully in the next few hours, we'll have the first of, hopefully, a few updates on what is happening and what conclusions are to be made and any ramifications, perhaps from the family, if the inquest reveals certain things or doesn't reveal certain things that they feel should. Let me know down below what you think and feel, and I shall catch you all in the next one. Mwah.